Good to go. Let's go. All right, you ready, guys? The press at Elm Beach Current were notified of this meeting. A copy of same was posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building. Would you please turn off cell phones and all electronic equipment, and we'll stand for the flag salute. Attention, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Keep a pace, will you? Tom, would you call the roll, please?
Becker.
Here.
Blumberg.
Here.
Stolby.
Here.
Chief Wilson, would you like to introduce our newest police officer, please?
Yes, I would, Mayor. It takes great pleasure and honor. Perry, if you could stand up, please.
Stand up.
This is our newest addition to the Margate City Police Department. It's Class 2 Special Officer Perry Coker. He's joining us. He's a former member of the Atlantic City Police Department, and he's down with us now, and we have great hopes, and I think he's going to be a tremendous asset for the police department. Thank you, Perry.
Welcome aboard, Ken. Jimmy?
Turn the speaker off.
Jimmy, had it working? Testing.
Testing.
1, 2, 3.
Can you hear now? Cool. Okay. We will go right to department reports. Ed, why don't you start today?
My report's short. There really are no projects working. Currently, the only one that there's any work going on is the road program, where the contractor's been doing punch list items. He's approximately 90% complete. And the municipal building upgrades, Union Avenue, the pre-construction meeting has been rescheduled for Monday the 21st at 2 p.m. The contractor has already provided us with shop drawings, so we're reviewing those, and the contractor's anxious to get started. The Washington Avenue redesign plans will be here Monday morning, and Patty Dorr, the FEMA rep that has been servicing Margate, is going to pick them up and take them up to wherever the FEMA group is up in North Jersey, and they're going to review them. Then what we will do in the meantime is have a meeting, a department head meeting. We'll go through the plans, get everything, the T's crossed, the I's dotted, so that as soon as FEMA gives us their approval, gives us the grant, or at least the indication of the grant, then we will be ready to go out to bid. That's it.
That was short. Thank you.
And I have a couple of questions, 2 quick questions. How long, the street in front of the church, how long is that going to be blocked off?
The street?
Apparently they're replacing the steeple at the church. I don't know. I don't know that I ever heard that we were blocking off that street, and was just wondering because people have been asking.
Chief Wilson has been in contact with the church. The Margate Community Church's steeple and cupola is being replaced. And Chief, do you know when the street will be able to be open again?
To the best of my knowledge, only the bridle path is going to be closed till the end of the month, till they get stuff back up. But Thurlow Avenue, a portion of Thurlow Avenue, will be closed for a short time, like 1 or 2 days, because they had to bring another crane in. We didn't view it as a problem, and it made it more expeditious for them if we closed off the bridle path.
Okay. No, it's just people are asking, so I wanted to be able to tell them. My second question is, the gas company, I guess, repaved Rumson, part of was it half of Rumson? And Ventnor Avenue is like, it looks like there was a race cars on Ventnor Avenue there, yeah, because maybe the cars drove over to their truck. Will that ultimately wash away, or can it be cleaned?
It'll wear away in a relatively short period of time.
Really looks bad. But it'll be gone in a short period of time, you think?
There's always residual from the tires of the paving trucks.
Yeah, but we never get that when when we do it. At least I've never noticed it.
We try to avoid it, but it happens, especially when you're doing a patch type job like that, where it's not a full reconstruction, but it will wear away.
Okay, good. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Frank?
We had a very busy 4th of July weekend. We're keeping up with the summer season. A lot of people have been in town. Yesterday, we received a new beach cleaning tractor, and we have a new surf rake to go on the back. So we'll have 3 down the beach instead of 2 now this season. And don't forget, Saturday is Lucy the Elephant's birthday. We're a little involved with that by setting some things up for him. We've been installing water and sewer lines every week. It just seems like it don't slow down, the development. And if you drive around Margate, we have planted extra flowers out on the parkway, and we've done some landscaping around the building. So I think it looks very nice, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Frank. Chief Tabasso?
We had a great night and demonstration in the fire department at the library last Wednesday, Mayor. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a cover picture on this week's Current and a very nice story from our reporter, Nanette Lobiondo, and I thank her for that. We've been busy also, a lot of medical calls the last week. There's been at least 3 small fires that, if it wasn't for the ability to quickly respond, would have escalated very quickly because they started to burn siding on houses on the outside, and also electrical problems in a wall on a house on Rumson Avenue. But we got there and made quick stops of those. And that's about it, Mayor.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Lisa?
We held the sale of our bond anticipation notes on July 10th. We had successful results. We received 3 bids. The winning bid was from Jeffries LLC with a coupon rate of 1%. They paid us a premium of $56,618, which equated to a net interest cost of 0.429%. We're ready to close on the notes on July 21st. Everything is set for that. Our bond counsel forwarded all the documents up to the depository trust company yesterday, and everything is a go. I had hoped to have a 6-month budget status report for you today, but I have not completed reconciling all the accounts, and I will email that to all of you as soon as possible. That's all I have.
Thank you, Lisa. Chief Wilson?
Just getting back, I think Officer Coker is going to be a great addition to the police department. This Saturday, we'll be holding our bike auction. Preview of the bikes is at 9 a.m. I believe the auction is supposed to be at 10. So that's this Saturday. Other than that, everything is quiet and good.
Thank you, Chief. Mr. Deeney?
Mayor, as you know, I just want to announce to the public and the other commissioners that you received a letter in the last day or two awarding us a $100,000 hazard mitigation grant, which we've been waiting for over a year. I want to thank Ed and Lisa, and especially Jerry Greenberg, who went to a number of meetings at the county. This is for generator. So now that we have that, we'll be able to move forward with the money that we have in our capital program together with this $100,000 to get our generator for this building. And as you know, we use this building for a shelter during storms, so it's important that we have a generator at least for those purposes. Thank you.
Mr. Abbott?
Just to bring up one topic, as you know, we have the bulkhead construction going on South Rumson Avenue, and our city engineers interacted with the contractor. Some concerns were raised regarding safety of the public and access to the beach. So from what I understand, and Ed, correct me where I'm wrong, we're not going to have the contractor finish that bulkhead, even though he took a section out, but he's going to hold off, remove his equipment, and do it after Labor Day? Is that, so, because I'm sure you're going to be asked.
I met with the contractor yesterday, and what he's going to do is patch the area that he has opened up, which is about 8 feet, remove his equipment, clean the beach, maintain the opening, the handicap accessible opening, the stairs are gone already, and secure his materials, and then come back in September. My main concern was just safety, resident safety, with a track machine on the beach and the splintering of the sheeting and pulling the piles, jetting the piles. It's a rather intense operation, and because the Rumson sticks out so far between the water line and the bulkhead, there's a limited area. I got a bad feeling when I saw it, so I had to make that call.
Ed, would you just do us all a favor and make sure they clean that beach?
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Okay, that's it, Mayor. I don't have anything else. There are some ordinances, but they're second readings on our land use, and we've already gone through that before.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tom?
I just have one item on the agenda. You'll see a resolution to extend the due date for third quarter property taxes to August the 18th. That's a result of our certified tax rate, which we received the other day. I made copies for everybody and a copy of last year's, and you'll see that the overall tax rate, overall now for the entire city and the entire bill did go down a couple 1/100ths of a penny, so that's always good news. The municipal rate, third year in a row, as you know, stayed flat, relatively flat, but the overall rate, the county did not have the jump they've had the last few years, so the overall rate is down just a tad bit. That's all I have.
Thank you, Tom. Jim?
As you know, Mayor, it's very frustrated that that bulkhead didn't get done. It sat there for 2 months. We had a crane there, sitting there for 2 months. It just seemed to just exasperate the situation. By now, we're letting it sit another month and a half. That's the only thing I have to say.
They weren't any too quick getting that job done, Jim. You know, you and I have talked about that a lot. Anything else, Jim? Maureen?
Nope, everything's good in the municipal court.
Thank you. Brenda?
I just want to compliment Public Works. The flowers are really lovely around the city. Thank you, Frank. And the stormwater, floodwater workshop went very well today. I thought the attendance was good and the presenters were really awesome. I also appreciate our team being there. It's one thing to hear it and then come back and try and share that information with you, but to have you all there hearing it firsthand, I think is, better. So thank you for being there. I know everybody's busy, and I appreciate you being there. There was a request that we share the presentations of the presenters on our websites, and I understand that we can do that, so we'll do that. If you weren't able to be there, you can, you can check it out on our website soon. And that's all, Mayor.
Thank you, Brenda. Maury?
I only have one thing, Mike, and I want to publicly thank the attorneys, Mr. Yoskin and Mr. Goldshore, for the work that they did in getting us the reports that we're going to review tonight under item 165. So they, in review of the reports, I found them to my satisfaction, and they were, I think, very timely. So I know that that was a concern that we had. So special thanks to those two attorneys. I think we did a good job picking those two. That's all I have.
Okay. I don't know if anybody's aware, but ABC had a poll, or they didn't, I'm sorry, it wasn't a poll. They announced on, is it in there? Good. Margate is the number 2 beach in the country. Did you do that, Nanette? Remember? Cool. Newport Beach, California is number 1, Margate number 2, and Gulf Shores, Alabama number 3. So that's great for you. That's good. Now, On another note, I think we should all start to be thinking about what's going on in Atlantic City and how it will affect the rest of the county, including us, and just want to bring that to your attention. I think as we go forward, we should spend plenty of time thinking about what might happen there. And I think that's all I have. Is this point we'll open to public comment. You have 3 minutes on anything that was discussed here today.
Sewell, 22 West Drive, following up on the comments of Commissioner Blumberg as well as Commissioner Hawby. When you talk about Resolution 165, these opinions, these legal opinions were paid with taxpayer dollars. Taxpayer dollars. They belong to the taxpayer. Copies of those opinions should have been on this table today, punctually at 4:00 p.m. Likewise, they should be posted on the website. You're spending good money on a website that has zilch utility, zilch information, zilch transparency. It's a shame. Commissioner Talby said that she wanted presenters' positions put on the website. That's very noble. But these two opinions here on Resolution 165, they should have been public information. Now, if you want to discuss it further in executive session, that's your business, Mayor. But we should have known what was in those legal opinions from the get-go, especially when you're working on our nickel, Mayor, not your nickel. So keep that in mind, because you supposedly allege that there's transparency in Margate. I see very, very little of it. It's a disgrace. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Just for the public's information, is my understanding that the legal opinions after the executive session will be on the website, so they should be on by tomorrow. Thank you, John. You may sit down now.
I still have a few seconds, and I'll reply to that remark.
Right.
It shouldn't be after the fact. The fact that you want to discuss those legal opinions, that's your business. But those reports, those opinions were paid with property tax dollars. We're entitled to see them not after the fact, after you've ruminated over them. That's not the proper way to do it. That's not being transparent. Would you think so, Commissioner?
I don't have any thoughts on that, John.
All right, that doesn't surprise me in the least. You and the mayor are quite vacuous.
That's only 3 syllables. He's slipping in there. Anyone else?
It's a variation of power.
Dan Gottlieb, 407 North Nassau. My comments will be directed to the mayor's comment about ABC recognizing Margate as the second best beach in America. I'm very proud of everything that all the people that are involved in keeping it that way have done. It's great to see our city in national media in that way. And I have just one very brief comment about that, and that is, let's keep it that way. If it ain't broke, why are we going to mess with it? Hopefully we won't, and I guess we'll learn a little bit more about that after your 6 o'clock executive session. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Sharon Simon, 424 North Thurlow Avenue. Solicitor Abbott, could you give us a legal opinion? Is it legally okay to provide copies of those letters before the executive session, before the next meeting, so we could look at them and maybe make some comments that might be helpful to you as you go into executive session?
Sure, if you want to. You may.
I believe the commissioners have all come to the understanding that they wanted an opportunity to look at these legal opinions first. We are contemplating litigation. It is discussing strategy in suing the state So we are perfectly within the rights of not disseminating these opinion letters at this time. Now, after they come out of executive session, they may decide to disseminate this. I'm pretty sure they're going to go that way, and it'll be on the website. You'll have an opportunity to read them. But at least let the three of them get a chance to look at it first. It's a very complicated, it could be a very expensive matter for the city, and that was the direction they was decided to go.
Thank you, and I appreciate that, and I think that maybe during public participation, we can on our own provide some input that might be helpful to you as you do go into executive session, just in regards to the situation as it stands, based on the information we have. So, thank you.
May I comment real quick, Mayor?
Wait, are you finished, ma'am?
I'm not. Would you
Okay.
want to comment?
I just want to say in all due respect to Scott, I think I don't know how Maury or Mike felt, but I sent an email to them after we received the opinions via email requesting that Scott digest it and convey that at the public meeting. I was opposed to going into an executive session because you did pay for the opinions. And so I actually agree with you, Sharon, that I agree with you. I think that it's public information. It's an opinion that we paid for. I wanted it available. I wanted Scott to tell us, the public, and any media that was here at the same time.
You make it...
Would you like to comment on that, Solicitor? Wait, Mayor, may the Solicitor comment on that?
Commissioner Tully's absolutely correct.
There you go.
The three of you agree. It's a miracle.
Now, if we could just get the mayor to agree, that would go down, and that would be amazing. Anyway, on a more serious note, I just want to thank Jim Galatino. He handled a building issue for me today. A neighbor, the contractors had actually taken my fence down and put a board on top of my air conditioning unit, and he was very good at getting the situation, taking care of the situation, or helping it be taken care of. And lastly, in regards to Public Works and the flowers and everything, the Citizens for a Better Margate, people have come and asked me, the big cement blocks on Washington to keep people from, going up where Wawa is there, could we possibly, through the Green Team or whomever, put something there, because it's kind of ugly. It's very ugly. And that I don't know if your team, the group, that might be something that they could do for
Thank
points.
you. I'll bring it up. I know that there's some changes in the future, but not anytime near soon to change that. But for the meantime, we'll look into how we can make that more attractive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I will echo Dan's remarks. If we have dunes, we have hazards, drainage, environmental issues, we will no longer be one of the best beaches in Margate, and our community will suffer financially from it. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Steve Warner, 103 North Sumner Avenue. I'd like to say that I also agree with Mr. Sewell and Ms. Simon, and that the legal opinion should be made public. So we all agree.
And it will.
Yes, isn't it? It's a miracle, yes. And I was going to bring this up at the 5 o'clock meeting, but since the mayor mentioned the layoffs in the casino, I'm going to bring it up now. We had a meeting at the Margate Concerned Citizens Group Monday night, and it was discussed at length. This is going to affect, if people think about this, it's going to affect every community, it's some more than others, and it's devastating, really. 7,500 people losing their jobs. So we talked about it, and vis-a-vis Margate, there was like 25 residents that discussed it, and we came up with some suggestions to help Margate going forward, which I think we should be, it's kind of a buzzword, but proactive to meet this problem and to continue to make Margate the #1 community in South Jersey as far as we're all concerned. And like we discussed, this is a beautiful community. It's clean, it's safe, and but there are a few things that could be improved. And one of the members brought up that there are tennis enthusiasts, and it's very difficult to get tennis courts. That there's it takes a week to get a reservation on the tennis court. There's 6 tennis courts, but 2 of them are used for tennis lessons, so there's only 4 tennis courts, and they felt, and I agree with them, that to be a #1 community, we should have a couple more tennis courts, maybe 4 more tennis courts, so that the people that come down here in the summer don't have to fight to get on a tennis court. This would be a quality of life issue. And that's one of the items we came up with, and I think right next to the existing tennis courts would be a good place for it. Now, another thing that was discussed is, and this has been bandied about before, is a miniature golf course. And as anybody that's been here for a while knows, there used to be 3 miniature golf courses in Margate, and now there's none. And the kids could ride their bikes to play miniature golf. That would be a family thing. And it's already been discussed as far as possibly giving the ground to a vendor, and the city charges X amount of dollars rent, something like that, and then they can build the miniature golf and run it in the whole bit, and it'll give the kids something to do. It would be a very family-friendly thing. So we thought that would be another good idea. And incidentally, this was all voted upon by the membership, and I was told that I have to come to bring this to your attention, okay? So I'm not just doing this. A motion was passed by the group. And the final thing is that everybody feels that the Performing Arts Center is underutilized, okay? And there's the Gateway Playhouse has been closed for, 2 years or something, or God knows how many years. And possibly they would want a venue to perform some off-Broadway shows or whatever, some theater. And this would be, they would possibly reach out to them or some other group that wants to perform, because I know a number of the older people said to me that they would very much like to go to the theater, and it's very difficult for them to go to Philadelphia or what have you, and it would be nice to have it right here in Margate.
15 seconds, Steve.
Okay. I'll use them wisely, Mayor.
Thank you.
I'll use them wisely. And the final thing is, it was also brought to our attention that there's an orchestra in Margate. It's run by someone in Margate, the Bay Atlantic Orchestra, that plays has played at the Borgata or what have you. And possibly this could be, Performing Arts Center could be a venue for this orchestra where the city could recoup whatever expenses it is or what have you, a nominal fee, make sure they have insurance, and let them have, use this place for a concert series or something to give the people that are here something to do other than the casinos or what have you. And all these things, I think, were ideas to make this community even better than it is. Not to say that it's not an excellent community now, it is. But this would make it even better, and it would give people more stuff to do. And I'd appreciate if you give it your attention, immediate attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Is there a motion to close public comment?
Can I say something really quickly, please, about the Performing Arts Center? I helped organize the workshop that we just had today. For a regular person, it's $300 a day to rent the Margate Performing Arts Center, and I think that's an incredible bargain. And it's a really wonderful venue, for meetings, for a class or a workshop. So I would love to see it utilized more, and Wayne is great over there too.
Thank you. Motion to close public comment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Blumberg?
Yes.
Talby?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Mr. Talby?
Yes. We will take a break. We will start hopefully at 5 o'clock sharp. Thank you all for being here.
I'm going to get a glass of water real quick. Do you want one?
We have till 5 o'clock. We can't start till 5.
Oh, executive session?
Executive session's at the end on the agenda. I wish it were now. You never know. All right. I think it's at the end.
Yes, it is.